In this module, I'm going to teach you the Pomodoro Technique, which is a productivity tip that I always use every single day because I know it's really effective and it will help you a lot to focus on achieving your goals. And I decided to include this productivity tip in this course because I find it's really interesting to associate learning a new skill with productivity tips, how to learn, how to commit. I think it's important to associate these three ideas because they are connected and they do not live without each other, because yes, you can try to learn a new skill, but if you are not committed to learn that skill, you won't do it. And yes, you may want to learn a new skill and maybe you are committed, but if you do not have a productivity method to work effectively on your goals, you will probably give up sooner or later. But what is the Pomodoro Technique? So first, you are going to decide how much time you want to spend learning that new skill. Like I told you before, you are the one choosing that time. So you can choose 30 minutes or 1 hour, whatever. You are the one choosing it. And you are going to block 25 minutes. And 25 minutes is usually the time that people who use the Pomodoro Technique uses. So it's kind of the rule of Pomodoro Technique is most people use 25 minutes of working and then 5 minutes of a break, 5 minutes breaking. So again, you are going to block 25 minutes of your time, and I recommend you to use a timer or an app because there are some apps that have this Pomodoro Technique. And you are only focused for those 25 minutes on achieving a specific goal. In this case, your goal is to work and learn your new skill. After those 25 minutes, you will have a break for 5 minutes. And then you continue to work on learning a new skill. And of course, this is optional because let's say you only committed yourself to learn 25 minutes a day. After those 25 minutes, you don't need to continue to work on that skill. But let's say you committed yourself to learn a new skill for 50 minutes a day. Well, you are going to block 25 minutes, then you have a break for 5 minutes, and you go ahead and block more 25 minutes and have again a 5-minute break. So it works this way. It's really, really easy. But I also wanted to teach you an advanced technique which I found online, and I really enjoy it, and I'm using it now because in this improved technique, you are not going to focus on a task for only 25 minutes. You are going to experiment with different time intervals because some people can stay focused for way more than 25 minutes, which is my case. I feel like I can stay focused for like more than 1 hour. So for me, only staying focused for 25 minutes and then having a break isn't that effective because 25 minutes isn't that much for me. So I feel that's not effective to only stay focused for 25 minutes and then stop and then continue. So in my case, I could try, for example, staying focused for 45 minutes and then having a longer break for 10 minutes and come back to work or simply stopping. It depends. And there's another technique related with the Pomodoro Technique, which is write in a paper all the distracting thoughts that came to your head during that focus session. So let's say you remember that tomorrow you will have to deliver a paperwork that you completely forgot to do. You are not going to stop your focusing session to do that paperwork. No, you are going to grab a piece of paper and you are going to write there that tomorrow I need to deliver this. Or if someone calls you during your session, you are going to write in that paper, this person called me, but you do not pick the phone. You will wait for the break, and in the break, you will see which things are distracting you so you can tackle them later. So if a specific person called you during your skill-focused session, you are going to call them if you want to, of course, in the break session, but you can't interrupt your focus session to do those things. The only thing you can do is write them down, the things that are distracting you, so you can deal with them later. And this is really important because you need to see those 25 minutes or those 45 minutes or whatever the time you choose to focus on as a really, really important time that you can't just excuse yourself. So you really need to focus for that period of time, and you need to commit yourself to only do that thing. So you must see your commitment to learn a new skill as a really, really important meeting that you can't skip. It's the way I see it, and it's the way it works the best.